Hey, for today's video, it's a 3D printer. So we've had a 3D printer for a while. There's a long history behind it. I was given the go-ahead, told to buy a 3D printer many years ago. It didn't work out so well. And what the entire organization decided we needed was this Form Labs. Now, we bought this after it was a Kickstarter deal, thinking it would be a viable solution. It had very strong quality of surface finish, and we just wanted to give it a try. It's a little over $3,000 for this thing, and I can show you. This is the only thing that it successfully printed. That's it. The every other print, where is it here? There we go. Every other print, the build plate failed. It failed every other print. It would just ball up a mess down here. That would stick to what had to be an optically clear surface down here under this resin, and it would destroy this tray at $69 a piece. The resin at the time we were buying it was $150 a liter, and it went quick with all the errors, print errors we had. Now, Form Labs did recognize the issue, and they sent me out. This is the third version of this, and none of them ever worked. So, big fail. Then we decided we were going to buy this guy, along with a whole pile of accessories, better hot ends, this touch-off probe thing's an option, the bed leveling kit thing, the thing to dehumidify essentially the material, and this thing never worked properly either. And we put countless hours into this thing trying to make it function. It'll print, it will print PLA just fine, but PETG, no way. Does not function. So, a coworker brought in his, and it'll print PLA much better than this guy. But well, we think this guy has the bed's warped. We're just done putting money in this thing. This one prints PLA much better, but that's all it'll print. It's very small, and it's not even the company's. So, after reading review after review after review, we decided on the Bambu Lab X1 Carbon. I did crack the box open just to make sure there's no broken glass in there, but that's it. And this is our box of filament, carbon infused stuff with a high temp build plate and a spare hot end and a whole bunch of accessories. So let's get this thing out and fire it up and see what it can do with the print. Well, got it all put together, fired up. A bit of a challenge here at my work to connect this guy to the Wi-Fi, but we worked our way through that. Yeah. And they send you like a complimentary quarter spool of some PLA, green PLA, and suggest you use that as your first test prints that you learn on. So I did the benchy. It's kind of preloaded in here. If you go to files, like that right there, it's getting the reflection, isn't it? There we go. If you go to files, there's the benchy, and I also printed the scraper to clear the build plate off. Interestingly enough, they send you the scraper blade, and then you just print the scraper off, and away you go. So the scraper's an hour-long print, just because there's like 3 different pieces. It doesn't show the 3rd piece, but and this one's quite tall. Anyways, let's go back. I think that back right there, back, and we'll go to the benchy, and that says 26 minutes. It doesn't take that long. This is, I don't know how to set the settings for quality or the level of height, the height of the levels. But that thing's pretty dang nice. And it printed in 15 minutes. Well, maybe 16. Now take the quality of what this Bambu Labs Carbon X1 just spit out. Probably at a very high speed setting, low quality, and compare that to this. This is the highest quality, the finest layer, the thinnest layer height setting achievable on Cura software, printed through the Creality printer that I showed earlier in the video. So you can see stringy crap all over everywhere. You can see, I don't know, call it like grain in the side of the cab here. It's just not nice compared to this thing at its lowest quality setting, more than likely, I think. So there you go, and here's the holder for the scraper. There's the 3rd piece, little guy, little thumb deal. Everything lined up perfectly, so the sizing must be right on the money, and I can't stress to you enough how fast this thing moves. Compared to the Ender 3, the speed that this thing moves at is phenomenal. All right, that was 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Printing the skirt, basically. One more pass on the skirt. Now it's important to note that this is printing at 0.12 millimeters per pass, so it's the very, very fine setting. Anything thicker than that, it fails. Okay, we're at 6 minutes in. It's starting its third layer. All right, so we'll try the same benchy print on the new Bambu X1 Carbon. So we'll just hit print now. And it goes through a bit of a process. And everybody said this, it takes a while to get started. And once it's printing, you cannot deny it. It's pretty impressive. So we'll catch up with this when it's done. I'll let you know where we're at. 30 seconds so far. All right, we're at about 6.5 minutes in. And it's finishing up the auto bed leveling. Whole bunch of gyrations. Shaking and moving about, touching off. Bring the print head up again, and there we go. There's our first line. And I don't know if this happens every print or because this is a preloaded benchy in the software. If this is something that just happens with these preloaded ones or with every print, I don't know. Just trying to show you what I have seen thus far. Some sort of inspection, I think. Camera went off there. And going back to, oh yeah, doing a line on the backside back there. And then here we go. First layer of the benchy. Now it's using its camera to inspect the first layer. quick purge and a nozzle clean, and here we go. That's one layer done right there. Another layer done. On the fourth layer. It's on the fifth layer now. It's on the sixth layer now. Seventh layer. Eight. Nine. 11th layer. It gives you a pretty good idea how fast this thing is. It's already on the 14th layer, 34% done. It shows 17 minutes left, but I've seen it print much faster than 17 minutes. It'll adjust that, I think, as it goes. This is how much material it purged. So, you know, I mean, I think those settings are tweakable, but that's just the default. Twenty layers in. Well, that's you know, that's a wrap. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but inside of the screen there on the side, there's a port for a little SD card, and there's a camera inside this thing that will actually do a time lapse of the print. You know, I'll see if I can grab that. But yeah, it's a wrap. Like I thought this was going to be complicated, and it would be a great video for everybody, but you know, follow the instructions right here on the quick start guide, and it's flawless. You're printing. It took you know, unboxing this thing I took my time peeling the tape off, and it took me 15 minutes, and I was printing in well, we had to get this thing signed onto the Wi-Fi so it could update firmware on both the machine and the AMS. And once that was done, it was off to the races. We were printing. So it couldn't be more simple. I'm happy with the product. It was well packaged. It arrived very, very fast. Total investment, I've got a lot of material there. I've got a new hot end to shoot the carbon filled stuff that I bought. And I have a high temperature build plate. So I bought tons of accessories. And we're like $1,750 into this thing, $1,750, and it's amazing. So there you go. Maybe we'll do a quick update on this as we churn stuff out and learn it. But I don't know if I run up against something that seems very technical and good information, I'll include it. But otherwise, these things are just supposed to work. Proprietary software based on Prusa stuff. The material, they suggest you use their material. It's proprietary. It has that little RFID tag. It just works with the system. And the parts are proprietary, but they're cheap. So you can't go wrong. Awesome machine. Like, subscribe, stay tuned for more maybe 3D printing.